What if I told you there's a guy out there who bet his entire company on Bitcoin and won? He not just won, but he completely flipped the script on how corporate finance works altogether. While the rest of Wall Street was laughing, Michael Saylor was going all in on Bitcoin. And now his strategy is looking less crazy and more genius by the day. Welcome to JRNY TV, where we break down the biggest moves, the boldest bets, and untold stories driving the future of crypto and finance. Today we are diving deep into the wild plan behind Michael Saylor and his company Strategy, how they turned Bitcoin into a corporate weapon, why their stock has gone vertical, and what it all means for the next leg of the bull run. It all started in 2020 when Michael Saylor made headlines by putting Strategy's cash reserves into Bitcoin, $250 million to start. Fast forward to 2025 and they now hold over 580,000 Bitcoin. That's right, worth over a cool $64 billion. That's more than entire nations. While most companies were worried about inflation or stacking treasuries with bonds, Saylor was rewriting the rulebook and went digital gold maximalist. The results? Strategy's stock master is up over 2,900% since they kicked off their Bitcoin play, outperforming even Bitcoin itself at points. It's become a kind of institutional gateway drug to Bitcoin exposure, especially for investors who don't want to hold crypto directly. But that is just the beginning. This isn't some fluke. Saylor's got a strategy that keeps stacking more sats no matter what the market does. Earning Bitcoin through Strategy, the mechanics of Bitcoin yield. Michael Saylor's strategy has introduced a novel concept in the corporate world, Bitcoin yield. This metric represents the percentage increase in the company's Bitcoin holdings per share over any given period. By issuing new equity or convertible debt to purchase additional Bitcoin, Strategy increases its total Bitcoin holdings. If the rate of Bitcoin accumulation outpaces the dilution from new shares, the Bitcoin per share and thus the Bitcoin yield rises. As of April 28, 2025, Strategy reported a year-to-date Bitcoin yield of 13.7%, thus achieving over 90% of its 2025 target in just the first 4 months of the year. This impressive performance, it led the company to raise its 2025 Bitcoin yield target from 15% to 25%. The approach, it offers investors a very unique value proposition. By holding Strategy stock, shareholders can gain exposure to an increasing amount of Bitcoin per share, effectively earning a yield in Bitcoin terms. This strategy, it leverages traditional financial instruments to enhance Bitcoin exposure, providing a compelling alternative for investors that are seeking to increase their Bitcoin holdings without directly purchasing the cryptocurrency. Saylor's Relentless Bitcoin Accumulation, a strategic masterstroke. Michael Saylor's strategy has maintained an unwavering commitment to accumulating Bitcoin, even amid market fluctuations. In late May of 2025, the company had acquired an additional 4,020 Bitcoin, worth approximately $427 million, marking its 7th consecutive week of Bitcoin purchases. This acquisition, it brought Strategy's holdings to a total of 580,250 Bitcoin, valued at around $60.7 billion, with unrealized profits exceeding $20 billion. Saylor's strategy is rooted in the belief that Bitcoin is perfected capital and an unparalleled store of value. He anticipates that acquiring Bitcoin will become exponentially harder over time, reinforcing the urgency of Strategy's aggressive accumulation approach. This perspective is not merely theoretical. It's reflected in the company's actions as they continue to raise capital through various financial instruments to fund Bitcoin purchases. This relentless accumulation strategy has not only solidified Strategy's position as the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin, but has also influenced broader market dynamics. Other companies are beginning to emulate this approach, recognizing the potential benefits of holding Bitcoin on their balance sheets. Saylor's conviction, as well as Strategy's consistent actions, they underscore a strategic masterstroke that continues to shape the corporate adoption of Bitcoin. Strategy versus the market, outperforming the giants. Michael Saylor's strategy has not only made bold moves in the cryptocurrency space, but it's also delivered impressive returns for its investors. Over the past 12 months, Strategy stock, known as Master, has significantly outperformed the S&P 500, delivering a return of, ready for it, 127% compared to the S&P 500's measly 12% growth. This remarkable performance, it positions Strategy ahead of many traditional tech giants. While companies like Apple, Microsoft, as well as Amazon have all shown steady growth, Strategy's aggressive Bitcoin accumulation strategy has yielded higher returns, making it a standout in the market. Investors that are seeking exposure to Bitcoin without directly holding the cryptocurrency have found Strategy stock a very attractive option. The company company's unique approach of integrating Bitcoin into its corporate strategy has not only differentiated it from other firms, but it's also provided substantial returns, reinforcing the effectiveness of Saylor's vision. Saylor's Bitcoin Doctrine, a vision beyond profit. Michael Saylor's commitment to Bitcoin, it transcends typical corporate investment strategies. He envisions Bitcoin as perfected capital, a superior asset that offers unparalleled security and value preservation. This conviction has led Saylor to transform strategy into a vehicle for Bitcoin accumulation, leveraging financial instruments like convertible debt and preferred stock to fund continuous purchases. Saylor's approach is not merely about capital gains, as much as it is about a philosophical stance against the erosion of value in traditional fiat currencies. He advocates for a shift from conventional assets to Bitcoin, urging individuals and institutions alike to strongly consider the cryptocurrency as a foundational element of their financial strategy. Despite the market volatility, Michael Saylor remains steadfast, viewing Bitcoin's fluctuations as opportunities rather than setbacks. His long-term perspective positions strategy not just as a company holding Bitcoin, but as a pioneer in integrating cryptocurrency into corporate finance. Saylor is not just holding Bitcoin, he is redefining finance. Michael Saylor is not just stacking Bitcoin, he's rewriting the very rules of corporate finance in real time. While most CEOs are clinging on to fiat, bonds, and balance sheet fluff, Saylor is building something different, something real, and something future-proof. Whether you love him or you just think he's reckless, the numbers, they don't lie. Strategy's Bitcoin play, it has paid off big time. In a world drowning in debt and dollar dilution, Saylor saw clarity in Bitcoin before most, and not just as an asset, but as a foundation. By turning strategy into a Bitcoin vault with a stock ticker, he has created a model that others are slowly but surely starting to copy. And if he's right, we are still early. The real wave of corporate Bitcoin adoption, it might just be getting started. If you got any value from today's breakdown, please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to JRNY TV, and hit that bell so you never miss a beat. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are you bullish on Saylor's plan, holding Master or Bitcoin? Let us know. And as always, stay sharp, stay early, and we will catch you in the next one.